Hey guys, my name is Will Ross. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you go on to enjoy the video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. Today I wanted to talk about my 3 favorite things about the Tacoma. I'm gonna kind of make this a 2-part thing where I'm gonna talk about my top 3 favorite things and my top 3 least favorite things. So I'm gonna do the favorite things first, and then I'll release a video soon about my least favorite things about the truck. I just think it's fair to get both sides of the spectrum. But without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing that I want to get out of the way is that first, it's just an awesome looking truck, and I'll start here on the interior. But I think a lot of the reason why people will buy a Tacoma is because of the simplistic and rugged look that the interior and the exterior give the truck. Overall, it just looks like a really cool and solid off-road truck, and you know, the interior is no exception. It's a little messy, my fault. You can just see how simple it is. There's nothing crazy about the interior, and the back seats are the same exact thing. There's nothing you don't need in here that's here taking up a bunch of space. You know, you have these really cool vents that kind of look Jeepish, but it gives it that off-road kind of feel. But just in general, like the turn signals and the knobs are just so simple, and it's just all got a rugged look. You can see the square right here, but the interior is just one part. I'll go to the exterior now. So you can see it's a little bit dirty. I was going through some mud not too long ago, but again, it kind of gives it that cool aesthetic feel. When I was looking at trucks to get, like mid-size trucks, I know I wanted a mid-size and not a full-size, but this look just really kind of brought it home for me. And another thing I like is the daytime running lights. I mean, those are pretty sweet. You can't really beat those. It's Tacoma, in my opinion, best looking mid-size truck out there. I'm just trying to give an overall view of it. TRD off-road comes in these awesome tires. That was a pretty cool plus. But yeah, overall, very solid truck, and overall is the #1 thing that I like about it. So number 2 can kind of go along with number 1 here, but it's the off-road capabilities of the TRD off-road. I mean, honestly, you can't really get better for the money what you're getting with this Tacoma. Rear locking differential, crawl control, multi-terrain select. There's everything that you need to go off-road, not to mention obviously the 4 high and 4 low option. But Tacomas, TRD off-road specifically, are built to go off-road, and the fact that this has everything you need in any situation is great. I'll insert a video here of a snow day that we had recently here in Georgia, and I wasn't using 4 high or 4 low anything, and it just crushed. Now granted, it wasn't that much snow, but you know, when it started to pick up and I had to go pick up stuff in town, it was really capable and went through the thick snow and just handled it like a beast. And kind of my overall second point is that it's just meant to be an off-road truck. There's nothing really you can get that is a more perfect size and fit than the Tacoma that comes with everything that you possibly need. Not to mention all the little features that come with it as well. Another thing I want to rope into this too is that it's very customizable. If you're in the market for a Tacoma and you want to build it up or mod it out, there is no shortage of resources. I mean, the 3rd gen Tacoma has been out since 2015 or 2016, I think, and people have just gone crazy in the secondary market. I mean, you have Tacoma Lifestyle, Running for Tacos, Tacoma Beast. There's plenty of places you can get mods for your Tacoma, and there's no shortage of community either. People love to buy these trucks and mod them out and build them, and that's great and that's awesome. And I just think that's a really cool aspect of owning a truck, especially when you buy it and maybe you don't intend to mod it at first, but you see some on the road and you think, wow, I really want to do that. It's really just kind of a plus. You have all these off-road capabilities, and not to mention you can make it even more of an off-road beast when you mod it out. So yeah, my number 2 is the off-road capability, but also kind of, you know, the modding capabilities that come with the Tacoma. The third thing I want to talk about, you know, considering that the looks and the off-road capabilities are really what people are going to want to buy about this truck, is the fact that the depreciation on this truck is so minimal that you could buy this for 3 years and sell it in 3 years and basically not have paid anything to own it other than, like, you know, obviously gas and service fees. But the fact that this thing, when I bought it, was $40,000. 3-year-old Tacoma with around 30,000 miles is going for like $43,000, $42,000 where I'm at. And that is just insane to me. So the fact that you can buy the Tacoma, and I know that we're in a crazy market right now and it may not be realistic long term, but just in general, over time, Tacomas have depreciated so slowly that you could buy a 1st gen Tacoma right now, mint condition, for like $15,000. When you think of a 1st gen Tacoma, you know, like a 2004, 2005, that's absolutely insane. And I'm sure this Tacoma is no exception. So one thing that I was considering when buying, you know, whatever truck I was gonna buy, was the fact that I wanted to get the most money I could out of it when I did, you know, want to sell it, when it was come time to, you know, get rid of the truck. and Tacoma beats the competition by far. You can make a case for other trucks that maybe they look better, maybe you think they have other, better off-road capabilities, but I think, in my opinion, you cannot argue that the Tacoma has the best resale value out there. I encourage you to look at kind of 2017, 2018 models, and if you can find one under $35,000, that is a steal. Like, that is an absolute steal. And for me, that's one thing that really pushed me over the edge about the Tacoma, is that I'm gonna be getting the most amount of my money back from it. And honestly, I'm really good with my money. I like to save my money and be as smart as I possibly can. When I bought this Tacoma, that was kind of one of the things that I thought about. And I think it's a really smart decision, especially if you're in your 20s like I am, and you're trying to, build up credit and build up, your savings portfolio and things like that. And, I don't have a lot of money to be spending on a truck like this. I really just like cars and trucks, and I thought it was something that I really deserved after the hard work that I've put in my whole life. So this is kind of, just reaping the benefits. But, I am good with my money, and I like to think about, how much money I can get about this Tacoma when it does come time to sell. But with that is the end of my 3. I really just think that there's no bad things about this truck. I'm gonna make a video about the 3 things that I like the least, but that's not to mention that the likes far outnumber the number of dislikes that I have about this truck. This truck is phenomenal, and I just want to keep that in the back of everybody's minds, because I know a lot of people have gotten on me when I've complained about little things. I haven't complained. I love this truck. But with that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying, if you did stay the whole time. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so. Most of the people that like my videos are not subscribed. I'd like to make that number as high as possible, but thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.